Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm going to talk about my problem. So, let's start it out. Thanks for calling Joe's IT Service Desk. Can I get your name and user ID, please? Oh, okay. You need your password unlocked? No problem.
Scott,
Yes.
as soon as you finish that phone call, I need you to log out and come over here. We need to talk, okay?
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Boss had a question for me. All right, so I put a temporary password, password. All right. Cool. Make sure you get logged in. Excellent. So you logged in. Excellent. All right then. You have a nice day. Anything else I can help you with? You all set? Okay. Thanks. Have a nice day. Close my ticket. Log out of the phone. You wanted me, boss?
Come in. How's Scott? Come, sit down, please.
Okay.
Okay, so for last Tuesday, we agreed to use the new install script application on Monday versus the manual install. You were at the meeting, correct?
Yes, I was there.
Okay, but this morning I got a call. You manually installed a custom software program on system 555 on Friday morning.
Correct.
Can you explain yourself?
Yeah, the user called up and she said she had a meeting with her manager, needed it right away. So I checked it on Crystal Reports, verified she was authorized to use the software. And at that point, I brought up PowerShell and remotely installed it for the user.
Right, and this morning on Friday, I walked around and told everybody start using the new script today. Friday morning, versus the plan roll out on Monday.
I didn't catch that. I was in the middle of a call. And I checked my emails. I didn't know there was any changes made that it was moved up there.
How could you not hear me? Your neighbor acknowledged me and started using the new script after I told everyone, and I was standing next to you the whole time. Hello, dude. Is anyone home? Are you with me? Okay, that's all I have. So that's it. Get back on the phone because the work are stacking up, and we'll talk later. Okay?
All right, thank you. Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know me, this is my problem right here. Well, or a blessing, depending which way you look at it. Imagine your life in this tone. Vince, if you get those notes ready, everything all set? Sure. You didn't miss anything?
So far, so good.
Okay.
Top lower.
Because, you know, it's important stuff and we don't want to miss it, you know? Oh, so, in course, base, I don't know. That was wonderful. So, get back to normal tone here. That's just to give you an idea what it's like. My hearing loss was, it started when I was about 10 years old. I had a lot of ear infections, which damaged my ears permanently. They did surgery on my ears, installed tubes. I couldn't find a picture large enough to show everybody. Just think of it as a little straw. They give you the anesthesia, they cut your eardrum, stick it in there, and what it does is it allows your ears to drain. Typically, people with a lot of earaches will have excess fluid level built. That was my problem. So tubes allowed it to drain, life went on, I joined the military. When I entered the United States Air Force, it was noted that I had a mild hearing loss. After 10 years of law enforcement specialist, I had to qualify on the range every 6 months. My primary weapon, the Beretta 9mm. Secondary was the AR-15 with 203. And once a year, we went with the law rocket heat round and did some qualification. I followed all the rules. I used the proper ear protection. And it got worse. So, I still remember the day out processed after 10 years. Doctor said, "You got a problem." I said, "What?" I said, said, you got bad hearing. I said, I know that. So that was that. I still remember that very distinctly. So life went on. I worked at various jobs, living with my situation, my problem. One time, when I used to work on the service desk, we were going to a HDI conference. It's a group of professionals that you have to get a certification. They said, hey, you're a certified technician professional. So I was driving with one of my coworkers, I won't mention any name, and I asked him, I said, you know, I like this Ultima, how much did you pay for it? He said something like $25,000. Well, the problem was when he said it, I couldn't hear it because of my problem. So I had to decide, do I play dumb? Do I ask him again? How do I do this? So I asked him again. What was that cost? $25,000. Why? You didn't hear me the first time? Okay, sorry, man. So my problem makes me appear to be not all there. But I am definitely here. You can give me a pile of computer parts, I'll put it together and have it for you in an hour. Give me a car, a lawnmower, I'll take it apart, rebuild it, and put it back together. So, if we had more time, what I'm going to do is pass this around. And that's the type of hearing aids. There's many, many different types. I wear the over the ear. I usually cover it with my hair. Nobody knows I have it. And the best thing is I can use my phone to connect into it, Bluetooth it, and turn it down when my wife is feeling a little angry with me. So here, I'm going to pass around more notes. 80% of Americans don't know or want to acknowledge that they have a problem. Of those 80%, I'll go over this really quick, I'll pass it around. Mild loss are 2% more likely to develop dementia or other mental stuff later. And that progressively goes worse, and you have a higher percentage. Hearing loss is the third highest disability in the United States of America. Out of 397 million something people, 22,000 children are born or develop hearing problems like I did when I was young. So, I'm no different than anybody else. Be patient with me, and you'll have a wonderful day, and thank you.
Scott, it is so nice to see that you are now on the Competent Communicators. It's amazing. Well, you've been here for a year and a half?
About 6 to 8 months.
6 to 8 months now. So 6 to 8 months, and he is on the Competent Communicator, which is impressive, you guys. I think for the same time period, it took me a year and a half to get there, and I haven't done a speech in 2 years now, so hats off to you. My problem was a great speech. I love some of the descriptive words that you used in your speech, the way you started it out with the phone, being on the phone, taking a call for the IT service desk, and creating a ticket, and telling it for a password lockout. And that whole descriptive sequence was really, really well done, well thought out, well delivered. There was a sequence there where you took your hearing aids out and you started having a dialogue with. Thought there was a little confusion around what was going on from the audience standpoint. And I was close enough to Vince, I figured it out. But I'm not sure Lene or Patricia or the other people who are not part of this conversation could quite figure that whole thing out. I loved I loved some of the humor you used in there. I loved the fact that, you had Twin over here. Dude, get into my office! However, coming from a large company, I highly recommend you evaluate the word dude, because that would be on the human resource list of words not to use when discussing an employee. So, but I love the whole "we have a problem." I love the sequence where you said I connected to my Bluetooth, and so that I can adjust the hearing when I don't want to hear the wife. That created a lot of chuckles throughout the whole entire room, which is everybody could just visualize you going beep 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 beep. Overall, wonderful speech. I loved "We Have My Problem," and I loved the whole IT service desk situation. So, genuinely evaluated.